Hey, I thought I'd jump on here and do a video real quick. The joy of homelessness. I have been sick now for a day, over a day. Um, Yesterday started out pretty good. I got my hair cut. Anyway, it's a little cool here, not too bad, but whatever. I got my hair cut, and then by the time last night came, stomach flu. I got stomach flu. A friend of Jeff said that norovirus is going around. Anyway, I'm kind of laying down, or not really laying down, but kind of laying back. Um, anyway, a friend of his says that it's going around. So I had norovirus 2 years ago. I was hospitalized. Um, I woke up like about I went to sleep kind of early. I didn't feel really I just felt really tired though, but I've been involved in litigation now for I had another brief I had to do. And I had a brief before that I had to do. Anyway, and so when we got to the rest area last night, I went to sleep, everything seemed fine, and I woke up like about 11, I guess, and or maybe not even that. It might have only been like 10. I don't know. Whatever. Um anyway, I woke up and of course it started the diarrhea, the vomiting, the whole 9 yards. So I woke Jeff up and I said, "You know what? Because the last time I had to go to the emergency room, and almost every single time I've had stomach flu, I've had to go to the doctor or the hospital pretty quick." So I woke him up about after I'd spent an hour in the bathroom, and the people in the rest area, the employees, I guess, or the maintenance at the rest area was asking me if I was okay. So I woke him up and I said, "You know what? I may have to go." It was like 11 o'clock at night, so it'd just be emergency room. And I said, "I think I may have to go to the emergency room, and I am certainly in no shape to try to drive myself." So, and as I've mentioned in other videos, we are in separate vehicles. Anyway, so I told him, I said, I may have to go to the emergency room, or maybe a motel, but I was like, I don't even know how I would get to a motel because I honestly was not in any shape to be driving. So I didn't know how that was going to work out. Anyway, I ran to I mean, I spent, oh my God, I just was running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then thinking, man, I wish I had parked my car closer to the restroom doors. But we usually park on the ends. Anyway, if we can. Sometimes we don't park right in the end, but whatever. Anyway, so he said, try to lay back down. Well, I got back to the car and it was like I was all of a sudden like, oh my God, I got to go to the bathroom again. But probably a bad idea, but I thought, you know what, I do not feel like walking back in there, so I'm just going to get in the car and I'm going to try to wait a minute, try to hold it or wait a minute. Anyway, I did, but I did have to go back. But he told me, he says, why don't you just get back in the car and just lay down or put your seat back, whatever, and just give it a few minutes. Anyway, so I did that. But I knew I had to go to the bathroom, so I ended up going back to the bathroom. And anyway, I was running half the night, diarrhea, vomiting. I woke up this morning. I've been stuck in the rest area since last night. I have not eaten anything in over 24 hours. At first I thought maybe it was bad food, but I don't think so. We ate the same thing and he didn't get sick, so I don't know. I just know that I have been in a rest area now for over 24 hours, stuck. I haven't eaten anything. He made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I just laid that down. I just laid it down, and I'm gonna probably save it in the morning because anyway, the only thing I had water. I've drank water and I've had Starry. I drink the uh, pop to try to, I guess, I don't, just keep my sugar up a little bit because I know my sugar will drop. So I'll just try to keep my sugar up a little bit. I am kind of hungry now, but I'm afraid to eat anything because I'm afraid that I will start running again. And I know before when I was in the hospital, they put me on intravenous stuff, and I was like 3 days, and I was just, anyway. I hope I feel a little better tomorrow, maybe at least enough to get flipped around, go to the other rest area, or maybe just get out of this rest area for at least a little bit. Anyway, but I thought I'd hop on here. I know it's been 3 weeks, but I've been so busy with litigation. Hold on. I gotta turn this. Anyway, so I have been doing litigation now, and I just did my second brief, my reply brief, and I turned that in 2 days ago, or electronically filed it 2 days ago. So I got that, and before that, I was working for like a month and a half on the first brief, and I was just completely burned out. And then I spent like a month just working on my blog, doing my blogging and stuff, because I'm kind of back into the blogging now too. I used to do blogging and I didn't do videos, and then I went to videos, and now I'm kind of back to blogging. So I'm trying to do both. Anyway, so this is kind of just an update. Before this, the days that I was working on the brief, Jeff was stuck in a rest area for like 2 days because he was sick. Not from stomach flu though. He had like I guess a real bad sinus infection, I guess, and was sick for 2 days. So, and I'm like, I pray to God he does not get what I had, because this is just, it's really hard. Stomach flu is really hard to deal with. Almost any other sickness that I've ever had, sinus infection, whatever, I can deal with that on the road. But in fact, early on, back in early 2020, I had COVID, and I was traveling, and I was on the road a long way from home, and it was like I had COVID like twice, and it was like really bad. The first time I went back, I wasn't to my roommates anyway, and I just like blew past my roommate, opened the door, and I just blew past him, and I said, you know what, I'm going straight to bed. Anyway, and he worked early, so he went to work, but that's a whole other story. But anyway, so, and then the second time I was traveling for work, and I was stuck in a Sheetz gas station for about, I don't know, like 2-3 days, and that was really rough. But I didn't have diarrhea, and the stomach flu is really hard to deal with because it's just constant, and I get really weak. And the last time when I was hospitalized, I actually was in Florida, and actually was trying to make my way into a rest area to use the bathroom, and I passed out in a bunch of, thankfully it was a bunch of high weeds, much of that Florida weeds and stuff they don't cut at the rest area, cattails or whatever they were. I think that's what they were. Anyway, it was like a bunch of weeds and bush, whatever. And I fell into them, and someone actually walked by and saw my feet sticking out. That's how gross. It's kind of, they don't cut it, I guess. Anyway, so I just thought I would stop. I would get on here real quick and do a little quick video. Like, anyway. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to get off of here. I do want to update and say that I am also uploading a lot of my old videos. I've still got videos from 2 years ago when I was in South Dakota traveling, and I have not gotten those up, and a lot of other places too, but I am slowly getting those up, and so they're way far behind. But anyway, I'm going to end this video, and I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.